All right, hey, what's up, guys? Just got out of the shower and already messed up 2 recordings, so I'm pretty tired. But I'm due for a video, and I wanted to talk about the new product I picked up. I already have one. It's not here. It shipped it back to my San Antonio house, so I still got to go pick it up. But anyways, I went out and picked up another one of these, and I'm pretty high on this box in particular. I think it's one of the best arts to ever hit an ETB, and I think there's a lot of upside in this. So, and I'll get into the reasons as for why I'm saying this, but yeah, I think it's a set that has received a lot of hate early on because it was so overhyped, and I'll admit that it was definitely overhyped, but it's a set that's still good. So I think once people found out that it wasn't going to be the set they thought it was, which was like a 10 out of 10 set, a lot of people backed off. It was easy to make content kind of ridiculing the set, and I think a lot of that did happen. But again, we're not looking at this stuff based on, these small waves of hype. We're looking at it in terms of investment, and we're going to get into why I think you should be thinking about picking one up. Again, I have 2. I'll always be honest about my inventory on stuff and what I have. I am keeping them sealed, obviously, as you should. Probably every single Pokemon Center ETB you get. But yeah, let's dive into reasons why. All right. Okay. All right. So this set's been out for, give or take, you just always go like this, top of the month, May 30th, right? So we've had about a solid week and a half to pick it up now. Did drop all the way down to 184. I'll just for transparency, I picked mine up for 175 at a local card shop. Shout out Gem Mint here in Houston. But yeah, so I picked it up for a pretty decent price in comparison to a lot of these other ones. My other one I was lucky enough to get from Pokémon Center. But you look at the sales, you're getting the 176s down here. And then, it's kind of been hovering between the 180s and the 175s. And now it's kind of climbing back into the 180s. Let's go look at Prismatic. Prismatic was out for about, let's see. It was out for about, give or take 2 weeks before it kind of started seeing the uptick in trend. Again, the reason we look at a lot of these sets, especially at release for profitability, is because a ton of them hit the market and a ton of people are trying to offload this product. Maybe they don't collect, maybe they don't understand that it's going to go up with time. Whatever it is, maybe they need to flip it quick. You're looking for those opportunities, and I think this is one. Main reasons, I'm going to keep this video really short. I think you guys already know good sets when you see them, but let's go look at the sets that are worth more right now. And I just want you to be honest. Would you take that set, even though, like, let's say like Lost Origin, these are older sets, but would you prefer that ETB over Destined Rivals? Lost Origin is going for 205 right now. There's no place that I wouldn't be taking the Destined Rivals for the long haul. Again, I'm not talking about, selling this in a year. I'm talking about selling this in 10 years. Okay. That's my time frame. And I think it's really important you talk about what your time frame is as an investor. I'm speaking 10 years out. You have this in your closet and you open it up and then you see what it's worth in 10 years. But Scarlet and Violet Pokemon Center, like, what? You're telling me this set's going to beat out this set? No shot. But people are still investing in these. The celebrations, I could see, in some planet that, yes, the celebrations box with the anniversary could do well. But then you also, still Scarlet and Violet. And then it's in the likes of, Paldean and Fates. You can make an argument for that as well with the Bubble Mew and Charizard. But I think this set is it's good. I think a lot of people are still hating on it because it's still fresh and it's still upset a lot of people. You know, it's like that friend that you argue with, okay? And you're really mad at them, but you've been best friends your whole life. You know Team Rocket, you love Pokemon, but that friend upset you, so now you're upset at them, and now you're not going to talk to them, right? Like, maybe you don't text them, maybe you don't invite them to your 35th birthday party at, you know, wherever you're going, okay? Whatever it is, you know, but eventually you get over it, okay? And then you're like, you know what? I don't even know what we're mad about anymore. You high five it up, and then you have a good time. I think that's what's going to happen with this set, to keep it kind of simple. You know, you look at a lot of these other sets like Crown Zenith shot up in value again. You know, you have obviously some home run hitters in here. Obsidian Flames, which a lot of us probably missed out on. Just we weren't even thinking like the Obsidian Flames, you know, having to start a Pokémon Center ETB seems like a no-brainer, you know, but I feel like this is what it's going to be for a lot of people. I think this is going to be a no-brainer in the future, but I think a lot of people are passing on it now. So again, I wanted to keep this video short. I mean, even look, Fusion Strikes is up there, you know, at market price 175, and you're not getting anything with these Pokemon Center boxes, you know, versus you're getting a stamp promo in this. And again, I'm gonna say it, this box, I don't even know if my camera does it justice, but it's beautiful. You know, even the regular ETB is as well. So again, you know, I'm just here to kind of tell you guys what I'm investing in, and this is definitely a piece that I'm high on. You guys saw me pick up some 151 last stream. They're still out here, but I'm always probably going to do this. I think I'm going to talk to you guys about what I'm purchasing, what I'm buying, you know, be super transparent. Hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of style content. I'm just going to be upfront with y'all. And again, hopefully, you know, you possibly agree with this. If you don't, tell me as to why. I'm always open ears. And yeah, I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Happy investing. Take care. All right. Later, guys.